Good morning. It's February 5th and time for Proverbs 5. Let's jump over there and we'll get into it. Today's lessons are about immorality or warnings against adultery. My child, pay attention. Or my son, pay attention. And listen to my wisdom and insight. Then you will know how to behave properly. And your words will show that you have knowledge. The lips of another man's wife may be as sweet as honey and her kisses as smooth as olive oil. But when it is all over, she leaves you nothing but bitterness and pain. That she would take you down to the world of the dead. The road she walks is the road to death. She does not stay on the road up to life, but wanders off and does not realize what is happening. Right? Now listen to me, sons. It says sons over here. That's interesting. And never forget what I'm saying. Keep away from such a woman. Don't even go near her door. If you do, others will gain the respect that you once had, and you will die young at the hands of merciless people. It'll kill you. Yes, strangers will take all your wealth, and what you have worked for will belong to someone else. You will lie groaning on your deathbed, your flesh and muscles being eaten away, and you will say, why would I never learn? Why would I never let anyone correct me? I wouldn't listen to my teachers, I paid no attention to them, and suddenly I found myself publicly disgraced. So, well, and this is a huge problem today, okay? This whole first 7 verses, I'm not going to highlight them, but and they try and push this on you through all the TV and shows, even stuff that's supposed to be funny, like sitcoms and stuff like that. They make it seem okay, and they entice you, and it's fun, and it feels good. And I'm a player, It's just stay away from that kind of stuff. It never ends well. It just doesn't. Okay? Here's what you should do. Verse 15. Be faithful to your own wife and give your love to her alone. Children that you may have by other women will do you no good. Your children should grow up to help you, not strangers. So be happy with your wife and find your joy with the woman you married. Pretty and graceful as a deer, let her charms keep you happy. Let her surround you with her love. Son, why should you give your love to another woman? Why should you prefer the charms of another man's wife? The Lord sees everything you do. Yeah. Wherever you go, he is watching. The sins of the wicked are a trap. They get caught in the net of their own sin. They die because they have no self-control. Their utter stupidity will send them to their graves. That's it right here. And in the greatness of his foolishness, he will go astray. So, there you go. We didn't even highlight much in here. Basically, stay away from women that don't belong to you, and give all your attention to your wife or spouse or So that, yeah. We highlighted 21. The Lord sees everything you do. Yeah, so there you have it. Very short and sweet. Not much to highlight. I mean, we could highlight the whole thing. Just there's a warning right there. Okay. And in a direct word for word, it may say it a little different. My son, pay attention to my wisdom, incline your ear to my understanding, so that you may maintain discretion, and your lips may comply with knowledge. For the lips of an adulteress drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold of Sheol or hell. She does not ponder the path of life. Her ways are unstable, and she does not know it. Right? And this is word for word, which is the same thing, just a little differently. Verse 7, now then, my sons, listen to me and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her. And do not go near the door of her house, otherwise you will give your vigor to others. Your vigor. If you do, others will gain respect you once had. Oh, there's no 9 right here. That's weird. It goes directly from 8 to 10. Oh, that's what it is. I had a highlight up there. Your ears to the cruel one, and strangers will be filled with your strength, and your hard-earned possessions will go to the house of a foreigner. And you will groan in the end when your flesh and your body are consumed, and you say, how I hated instruction, and my heart disdainfully rejected rebuke. I did not listen to the voice of my teachers, nor incline my ear to my instructors. I was almost in total ruin in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Everybody will see you. There you go. Or publicly disgraced. Huh? And I always like the direct, over here it says very simple, be faithful to your own wife. But the direct word-for-word translation is drink water from your own cistern or well. And drink water from your own cistern and fresh water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the street, streams of water in public squares? It says children that you had by other women will do you no good. Right. Should your springs overflow in the street, streams of water in public squares? It says it different, huh? Let them be yours alone and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice in the wife of your youth, like a loving doe and a graceful mountain goat. Let her breast satisfy you at all times. And see, they took that out over here. Pretty and graceful as a deer, let her charms keep you happy. Let her surround you with her love. And in 19 over here it says, let her breast satisfy you at all times. Be exhilarated always with her love. Intoxicated, see? I like that better. Be intoxicated always by the love of your wife. For why should you, my son, be exhilarated with an adulteress and embrace the breasts of a foreigner? For the ways of everyone are before the eyes of the Lord. He sees everything, and he observes all his paths. His own wrongdoing will trap the wicked, and he will be held by the ropes of his sin. He will die for lack of instruction, and in the greatness of his foolishness he will go astray. There you go, word for word. You can see how the direct word-for-word translation and the thought for thought are trying to convey the same thoughts. It says the same thing, but a little differently. Okay. So, there you have it. That's Proverbs 5. All about what to do and what not to do. So, right. So that was short and sweet. We'll stay tuned later we're still on Exodus. Moses is leading the people across the desert. They're about to get to their destination. But we'll find out, and we'll continue that. We're on day 36 of 365, so we got a long way to go and through the Bible in a year. But we'll keep doing that. We'll keep doing this. Until next time, remember, be humble, mind your own business, love your wife. See you next time.